guys, welcome back to The Bright Side. Macy here, The Bright Side Girl, and today we're going to be talking about readathons for 2022. So this is going to be a list of all the readathons I plan on doing this year. The twist with this year's video is that I'm only going to be doing readathons this year that I am hosting, unless something comes up last minute. Throughout the years, I have enjoyed doing readathons hosted by different people and kind of like dipping my toes in and creating a little bit more readathons here and there. I did a lot more in 2020 and in 2021, just with us being like more at home more and just feeling a little bit more creative. Also, some of my favorite readathons were like canceled, like most of them, like Spookathon and Scally-a-thon and even 'Tis a Season-a-thon this year. So I decided instead of waiting around for people to announce things, I'm just gonna host my own readathon, and it has been a blast. Last year I started doing a lot more with it on Instagram, and we'll get into all that in a little bit, and I just had a lot of fun. So I have 6 readathons to talk with you guys about. I have dates for all of them. I love a good theme, so these are all themed readathons. These are all readathons I have done in the past to a certain extent and hosted in the past. I know some of you are really excited for some of them, so we're just gonna get started. Okay, so the first readathon I will be doing is Galaxy-a-thon. Now this is the first official year for Galaxy-a-thon. Last year I wasn't gonna host a readathon until May, and I was looking around to try and find a readathon to do like around March. Couldn't really find a lot. Then they were doing the Buzzwordathon, which is something that Books and Lala hosts on her channel, where they just pick a word and they read books with that word in the title or based around that word. And for that month it was space, and so I was like, oh, I'll just read space books for March, and that kind of turned into Galaxy-a-thon that I did with my friend Brittany. Just kind of came out of nowhere. And so it wasn't official, I didn't announce it or anything, but I had a really great time. I'll link the videos for that up here in the cards. So this year we're making it official. We've got the title in place, and it's going to run March 7th through March 20th. I think all of these readathons are going to be 2 weeks. You don't have to do them 2 weeks. You can still do one if you want to. It just gives you long enough time to complete like at least more than one book, but also not too long to where I feel like if we do like a month-long readathon, you kind of lose momentum. So we're going to do Monday, March 7th through Sunday, March 20th. And Galaxy-a-thon is going to be all space related books. So space camp, space training, space operas, anything kind of set in space. It doesn't even have to be set in space, but just like involving like space, like training, like astronaut training or anything like that. I had a blast doing this last year. I think it was one of the months that I read the most books. I actually really love space and sci-fi related books, but I don't read them that often, so I use this as an excuse to read as many as possible. If you are new to that genre, don't worry, I've got your back. I'll kind of ease you into it. YA is a really easy way to jump into sci-fi. And I will have an announcement for this readathon at least a month in advance. That's what I'm going to try to do for all the readathons, is announce them a month in advance so you can know the challenges and all of the things and kind of prepare your TBR. Next up we have HIKEATHON. I think this will be the 3rd year that I've done it, and this will run April 18th through May 1st. Again, 2 weeks, Monday through a Sunday. So HIKEATHON is my most unique readathon, and honestly, with all of these readathons, it's also kind of not just about the reading, but I like to do like a whole themed, you know, week or 2 weeks or whatever. So like for Galaxy-a-thon, I'll be watching like sci-fi movies, and we'll be trying to do like some crafts and other things that are kind of themed around it, which will be really fun. So it's not just about the reading, it's kind of like a 2-week party. So for HIKEATHON especially, it is based on getting a lot of reading done, but also staying physically active. So reading is kind of a lazy activity, if you will. Challenges are all based around like reading a certain amount of chapters and then like going on a small walk, or going on a hike while listening to an audiobook, or doing something physical as well and kind of combining the two. I personally like to read books that are more nature or survival themed or like camping themed, outdoorsy kind of things as well. So I'll have recommendations for that. You definitely don't have to do that, but that's kind of the theme in my head for HIKEATHON, is just like all things like nature and fitness and just good books and audiobooks and all that kind of stuff. But you can definitely still read and do HIKEATHON. You just, like I said, read a few chapters and then do a push-up or something silly like that. Very easy. You can adjust any of the challenges to meet whatever your needs are or wants are. This is also the week of my birthday, so I know that we are going to be going camping on one of these weekends, so that's going to be really fun. Like, that's an activity, and I've got a lot of books and things. Hopefully I'll get a lot of reading done because we're we're not gonna have TV or anything like that. It'd be really fun, and I will announce it a month before. So next up, and probably the one that you guys are most anticipating, is Mermaid Marathon. This one I have done by myself for 5 years, and then I think this again is gonna be the 3rd year of me like officially doing Mermaid Marathon. I always do like an 8-day readathon because we do it around 4th of July, but I really enjoyed doing the 2-week readathons last year, especially around 4th of July. So we're gonna be doing this June 27th through July 10th. Plenty of time to get some good mermaidy books in. For those of you that are not familiar, this is going to be mermaid, ocean, island, nautical themed reads for the entire 2 weeks. That's kind of my jam. I love mermaid books and pirate books and books set on islands and all kinds of things like that. I have some really big plans for Mermaid Marathon this year. This is the one that I go all out for, so I hope to do a lot of pre-filming and have a lot of really fun challenges and things like that. So I'm very, very, very pumped about it. Mark your calendars. It's a big mermaid ocean-y party, and I hope that you'll come and join us. Then the last 2 are ones that I started last year based on the lack of readathons that I normally do at this time. So they're both holiday themed. So we have the Not So Scary-athon, which I did last year for the first time. It is all about reading not so scary, like fall Halloween reads. You can read things that are like a little bit creepy or eerie, but I don't like reading things that are like intensely gory or like really, really scary. A little bit fall-esque is good to go. We'll get more details about that when it comes closer to. So this is going to run September 26th through October 9th. All fall Halloween themed. It's a blast. I absolutely love fall and Halloween time. I've gotten like an intense love for it over the past couple of years. I am a Christmas girl at heart, but fall and Halloween is a really close second. I've actually already bought Halloween decor because Michael's had this crazy sale in January because they got shipments in late. It's a whole thing. I came home with a skeleton. We will talk about it later, but I love it. So you don't have to read anything scary at all. You can just read books that are based in the fall time. Anybody can participate if they want to, but really, really excited about this one. We had a blast last time. And then lastly is the Jingle-bell-athon. This is my Christmas themed readathon. This is going to be all Christmas and winter themed. It's so fun. I thrive during the holiday season. I'm always a little sad in January when Christmas is over. So this one is going to run November 28th through December 5th. I tried to find a time when I could do 2 weeks, but I am so busy once November hits, planning for Christmas, and I want to try and get a lot of holiday themed videos. I always kind of fail getting as many as I want out, and I just don't think that 2 weeks is going to be good because I usually vlog during the readathons, and then everybody seems kind of busy. I know it's like right after Thanksgiving, but I didn't want to go too far into December or too early in November, so we're just gonna stick with the 7 days for this one. Obviously, I'll be reading Christmas books through the whole month, but the actual readathon will just be happening for a week. Okay, so a couple of tips and tricks and house cleaning notes. All the readathons I will try and announce at least a month in advance. I will probably be talking about them several times throughout the year. I'm going to be having recommendations videos and other themed videos, hopefully before and during the readathons. Some I have bigger plans for than others. All of them will have a giveaway. So I get used books really cheap, so I find used books and I kind of save them for the readathons based on the theme. So that will be happening on Instagram, so be sure and follow me at The Bright Side Girl. It's a big party on Instagram, so I will have regular reading challenges I'll talk about on here, and then I will have Instagram, Bookstagram photo challenges for every single day. And how you participate in the giveaway is that you participate in the photo challenges. You don't have to do all of them, but you can pick and choose ones that you want to do. It'll be like Mermaid Marathon, it'll be like a book with an ocean on the cover, or it'll be something non-book related like food a mermaid would eat, and you can take a picture of like sushi or something. So the photo challenges are both book related and not book related because I kind of try to make it just like a whole party. Then the hashtags for all of them are going to be Galaxy-a-thon, HIKEATHON reads, Mermaid Marathon reads, Not So Scary-athon, and Jingle-bell-athon, and you can click on those hashtags on Instagram or type them in, and you can go see what everyone else is posting, make friends on there, talk to each other. It's so fun. I'll be sharing as many of your posts and things that you're reading. I'm going to have graphics that are going to help you guys with your stories if you're really into Instagram like I am. It's just so much fun during the readathon that I'll talk about in the individual videos, like where you can get those and things like that. It's really, really fun. especially like meeting other people and talking to each other, getting each other hyped for books and getting book recommendations. The Mermaid Marathon giveaway is going to be more than just books. It's going to be a whole thing. I'm really excited about it. And then lastly, my tip is I will start requesting audiobooks and ebooks and even library books like 6 weeks to a month in advance if you're using the library like Overdrive and Libby, because sometimes you can't get the books you want right away. So you want to put in your requests really far in advance so that you can be sure to get them during the readathon. And you can always suspend your hold so that you don't have to, you know, if you request it and it comes in next week, you can suspend the hold so that you don't have to get it next week. You can keep suspending it so that you can get it when you want to get it about. So that's a tip for if you're using the library to get ebooks or audiobooks or even physical books, is to go and kind of look at it, you know, about a month in advance, probably when I make the announcement videos. And that way you're able to get some really good things. I have recommendations for most of these categories already out, and then I'll be doing more as they come closer too. I'm really excited for this readathon year. I have plans for how to vlog better. Sometimes my vlogs aren't the greatest. And also how to read more. You know, it's kind of a whole balancing act. I'm very active on Instagram now with the readathon, so that's always really fun. It can make it a little bit more difficult to read. So let me know if these sound fun to you, if you plan on participating in any of them. You of course don't have to vlog or do any of the challenges or any of the extra stuff. It's all for fun, but anything extra that you want to do, you know, just let me know if you're going to be participating in any way, and just stay tuned for all the announcement videos. And I think that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time on the bright side. Bye!